Hello everyone, welcome to you all. Today our topic of discussion is rectifier. Rectifier means those particular type of circuit which can convert alternating current into direct current. Means AC will be converted into DC. Now you might be thinking that we have certain amount of knowledge on the topic of rectifier because already we know half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. But those rectifiers are made up of diode and those circuits are basically called uncontrolled rectifiers. Remember, in case of diode, those circuits does not have any controllability over the output of the circuit. So that is why those are called as uncontrolled one. But here in the context of power electronics, when we are discussing about rectifiers, the diode element will be replaced by thyristors, and the advantage is that whatever rectifier we will get here or we will design here is basically called controlled rectifiers. That means the output of these rectifiers can be controlled by the element of the circuit, that is thyristor here. So what kind of controllability I am talking about will be explained during the course of this particular video. So let's get into the topic directly. So you might be thinking that this particular diagram is known to us because if I remove this terminal is called gate terminal. If I remove this terminal, then this symbol looks like diode, and this circuit becomes a simple single phase half wave rectifier, and those rectifier is called uncontrolled rectifier because we don't have any controllability over the output. Here instead of diode I have used SCR, and we know that SCR is one of the most popular member of the thyristor family. SCR is one of the most popular member of the thyristor family. So I have drawn the symbol of SCR instead of diode, and that particular change makes it uncontrolled into a controlled one. So what kind of control I can get here will be explained in this particular video. So this particular circuit is called single phase half wave controlled rectifier. Now as we have replaced diode with the SCR, then what kind of changes we can expect? The very basic thing is that we know diode gets on, or if we want to turn on a diode, what I need to do? We need to apply forward biasing or forward bias, because we know in forward bias diode only conducts. Remember, I am talking about ideal diode. You might be thinking, even if it is forward bias, I need to provide a forward biasing voltage that is at least greater than 0.4 volt or 0.7 volt in case of silicon and germanium. So these are the different story, but remember I am talking here about ideal diode. So whenever we apply forward bias, diode basically gets on. But if I replace diode with the SCR, then what will be the difference here? To turn on this SCR, we need to satisfy two different conditions. First condition is we need to provide forward biasing. Then we need to provide gate pulse. Remember, it's a pulse. It is not an continuous signal. We are talking about a pulse. Only a single pulse is enough to turn on SCR. This is called triggering method, because when we are talking about rectifier that has been designed by SCR, that is the application of SCR, then we assume that we have certain amount of knowledge about SCR. So this is basically gate triggering method. And how to turn off the device? We know several commutation methods are there. One of the easiest method is that if we reverse the biasing of the SCR gets turned off, right? So what will happen here actually? So try to understand the waveform that we can get here. So before going into that, let me explain. The AC signal or the power source that has been given to the circuit is Vs. Assume that the source is a pure sinusoidal one, then I can represent Vs by this one Vm sine omega t, where Vm is the amplitude of the signal. What is Vt? Vt is the voltage drop across SCR or thyristor. What is V0? This is output voltage. This is output voltage. So now, if we want to correlate those terms, those voltages along with the current, so let me draw it. The current is flowing through the circuit is in this direction, and it can be represented by this name I0. That is I0. That is the output current. Okay, so suppose I want to understand the relations or the waveforms of Vs, V0, I0, Vt and so on, then what I will actually get. So assume I want to draw Vs first. What is Vs? Vs is Vm sine omega t. So it's a pure sinusoidal waveform. So it should look like this one. This is Vs. The amplitude is Vm. And x-axis will represent t. There is a time domain. Now, if this is Vs, with respect to Vs, I want to draw so many things. What is that? The first one is the get pulse. Get pulse means I need to provide a current, a small amount of current maybe at that gate terminal, and that is called Ig. I am writing here. What is Ig? That is called gate current. So suppose at this particular instant of time we have applied a pulse, that is called gate pulse. Now what is the meaning of at this particular time? Why I have taken a gap? This gap is maybe this one. This is called alpha. Here also this is alpha. What is alpha? At the angle of alpha we have applied gate pulse. I am writing here. At alpha angle gate pulse is applied. Now you might be thinking from where I have got the concept of angle. So the answer is very simple. If this is a pure sinusoidal wave, we know that the value of the angle here is 0. In case of sine, we get the maximum value at the angle of 90 degree, that is pi by 2, because we know sine 90 is equal to 1, and that is the maximum value of the sine. This is the point where the angle is pi, that is 180 degree. Here the angle is 3 pi by 2, and here the angle is 2 pi. In this way we got different angles, and on that particular different angle we can find the value of the sine as well. So now alpha means it is a particular value with respect to this one where we have applied the gate pulse. So that means here I want to draw the corresponding waveform of gate current Ig. We are representing omega t here. Omega is the angular frequency. It is known to everyone, hopefully. So now, what will happen right now? That is the supply voltage that we have given here. Biasing is positive. At this particular time or at this particular angle, if you want to understand this one in the form of angle, then you can do it. So at this particular angle, we have applied gate pulse. That means at this particular instant, our SCR will be turned on. That means up to this position, SCR will be off. Up to this position, that means up to this forward bias, SCR will be on. Here it is reverse bias, so SCR will be once again off. After that, though it is a forward bias, but gate pulse is not applied, so once again this one will be off state. And after that, here it will be in on state. Hopefully whatever I have written is visible to everyone, so you can understand. During this 0 to alpha, I am writing here, from 0 to alpha, SCR is off. Remember, though the SCR is in forward bias, but still SCR is off. Why? Because IG is not applied. Why? I am writing the cause here. Because IG is not applied. What does it mean? It means gate pulse or gate triggering is not applied. That means we have not provided these two conditions to turn on the SCR. So from 0 to alpha, SCR will be off. From alpha to pi, SCR is on. That is important. Now what will happen after that? From pi to 2 pi, the biasing is reverse, the polarity is reverse. So what will happen? SCR will be off. কেন হচ্ছে? I am writing here. Due to reverse bias. So that means from 0 to alpha, this SCR is off. From alpha to pi, during this particular angle, during this particular time, SCR is on. From pi to 2 pi, biasing is reverse bias, so SCR will be turned off. So that means SCR will not conduct. After that, in this cycle, from 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, here what is the value? 2 pi. Here what is the value of angle? 2 pi plus alpha. From 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, even if it is forward bias, but as IG is not applied, SCR will be turned off. During this position, SCR will be on. So this is off, this is on, this portion it is off, this is also off, this is on. So I am writing the same thing here, and we need to understand it clearly at what particular angle of the given supply voltage SCR is basically on. And we know that we will get the output voltage V0 only when SCR conducts. So our output voltage basically depends upon whether the SCR is on or not. So if I want to draw the waveform of the output voltage V0, then from this discussion we can directly draw. That means the output voltage will be available here. Output voltage will be available in this region, because only in this region SCR is on. before that it is off, after that it is off, it continues up to alpha angle, and here SCR is on. So these two red lines represents the on state of the SCR. Now when SCR is on, that means it becomes a good conductor, so whatever Vs is present here will be available as V0. So that means after this position the output will directly follow Vs. It is like a switch. When this is on, Vs will be reflected here. So at this position the SCR is on, that means output will perfectly follow the input. Now how input looks? Input looks like this one. Assume I am drawing with the, so here the output will look like this one. It will directly follow. Remember, this curvature is similar with this curvature. Maybe in my diagram it does not look like a similar one, but what I want to draw here, from this particular point the output follows this curve, and it will follow until the SCR is on. Now SCR is on up to this position, up to this angle pi. So I will get output from here to here exactly similar as the input. Now in this position it is off, so I will not get any kind of output. From 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, from this point to this point, once again SCR is off, so I will not get any output. From this point to this point, once again I will get the output. That means output will directly follow the input here. So assume I am trying to draw the same graph here. So in this way the output looks like. Let me draw it once again here with a little bit a better approach. So I assume this is the occurrence of the alpha, this is alpha angle, this is pi angle, this is 2 pi angle, this is once again alpha we have applied here, this is 3 pi. So how the output will look? Output will look like this one. Here no output, abruptly output appears, and it directly follows the Vs. So that is the output of the V0. Now V0 we get at that particular time when I0 amount of current is flowing. Now what should be the relation between V0 and I0? I should write here. The relation between V0 and I0, relation between V0 and I0 depends upon, that is important, depends upon what? Depends upon nature of the load. It depends upon the nature of the load. If the load is resistive, if load is resistive or a pure resistive one, then we know as per Ohm's law V0 proportionate to I0. That means there should not be any phase difference between V0 and I0. Both will be similar. Both will be perfectly similar. So if we assume that the load is a pure resistive one, then if this particular waveform represents V0, then it can successfully represent I0 also. So that means I can write here I0 also. V0 and I0 both will be same. Now what will be the waveform of Vt? What is Vt? That is the voltage drop across the thyristor. So from this discussion we can understand it easily. The voltage drop across thyristor will be available only when the thyristor is off. When thyristor is on, then it works as a superconductor. It works like a good conductor. So that means a good conductor means the internal resistance will be 0 or equivalent to 0. So no voltage drop will be there. So whenever this SCR does not conduct, I will get Vt. When SCR conducts, I will not get Vt. So that means I am writing here Vt we will get only when SCR is off. So from the diagram we can find it easily when SCR is off. So in this position SCR is off, here it is on, here it is off, here it is off, here it is on. So during this particular time period we will get Vt. And what should be the nature of Vt? Vt will be exactly same with the Vs, because when SCR does not conduct, that means it works as an open switch or open terminal. Open terminal means the Vs voltage is available here at the two open terminal, and SCR conduct means it works as a short circuit. So that means on that particular time the voltage drop across this short circuit will be 0. So from the discussion we know during the off state of the thyristor we will get Vt, and Vt will be exactly following the same waveform of the Vs. So we can draw it easily here. In this position Vt will be available and it will follow Vs. So in this transition it follows Vs. After that SCR gets on, that means it's a short circuit condition with respect to SCR. So we will not get any amount of Vt here. After that, during this position from pi to 2 pi SCR is off, so we will get Vt, and Vt will follow the exactly same waveform of the Vs. Remember here, it might not look similar, but what I want to draw here, that this curvature will be exactly same of this curvature, because in this region the SCR does not conduct, so I will get the voltage drop across the SCR. Now in this region also SCR is still off, so I will get Vt, and once again Vt will follow Vs. So this kind of waveform we will get. This kind of waveform we will get, and this waveform follows the waveform of the Vs itself. So in this way we can draw the different waveform of V0 and Vt when the SCR is triggered with gate pulse at an angle alpha. Now that is the explanation of the topic with the diagram. Now we need to do some mathematical calculations also. That is very important.